Ali, can I bring you in here? Now, obviously, you came quite late to doing to volunteering in this way, to working in this way. You've been out to various conflict zones before, but you're about to go out to do the similar kind of work to Koki for the first time. How do you feel hearing these stories?
Well, you know, I know what I'm letting myself in for, and I agree with everything that Koki said. It's not. There isn't any mission you do with this organisation really that's totally risk-free. We go into conflict zones. This is perhaps a bit more scary, but I agree with what Koki was saying. We're very well prepared. We have very strong protocols.
What about... May I ask you, obviously you're very well informed, and I've been reading about contracting this disease and it's not airborne, but what do your friends and your family and your grandchildren think? Are they beside themselves with worry?
They are worried. I guess probably they would all, probably rather I wasn't going, but they understand why I want to go. And really, everyone who goes out to work with Ebola must have somebody who's there saying, I wish you wouldn't go, but, you know, we can't all just...
So why do you go? Because it must be very difficult. You know, as parents, we all make choices, but how difficult is it for you to make that decision when you do have family and friends saying
Well, I think for what I've just said, if everybody listens to their family and friends don't go, no one's going to go. And I've worked with this organisation for, this will be my 12th mission, I think, and... It's something that I think I will be capable, I can help, I can do something. I couldn't really not go, actually.
And what do you... I mean, it's a very selfless act, what both of you are doing, but what do you get out of it?
Well, out of what I can say, obviously I haven't been with the Ebola one, but I imagine it'll be like the other ones. I find it's the most fulfilling job that I've ever done. It's immensely rewarding. And I can see in this situation, you're really helping people who don't have any other source of help. We'll have the protective equipment, so we will actually be able to... We do. I mean, as a nurse, I will be going into the isolation unit, and we'll be able to physically help people.
But it has its downside for you, doesn't it? Because you were sort of almost shunned a bit when you came home, weren't you?
I was rather, yes. I do understand that people are scared. Obviously, they want to protect themselves and their family, but scientifically, there's no reason to be worried about anyone who comes back from these areas. You're only infectious if you actually have the symptoms, and everybody who's been out there carefully monitors themselves. Public Health England gets in touch with you. You monitor your temperature twice a day. You make sure you don't have any of the symptoms. If you did, you would immediately phone and they would make sure you were well looked after and tested.
So did you see all your friends and family straight away, or were you in a quarantine?
There is no quarantine. There's an incubation period of 21 days, after which it's not you won't get it. But I didn't see my grandchildren because I was worried that they would be stigmatised by the other children at school, which was rather heartbreaking.
That's a very real concern, though.
You must have just been dying to see them when you got back.
I was, yes.
Are they in your thoughts a lot when you're out there, or does that confuse emotions?
I try not to think of them, and sometimes my daughter-in-law sends me pictures, cute things they've done, and to be quite honest, I try not to look at them, because when you're dealing with children who are dying, it's very easy to sort of start to see your own grandchildren. That's hard.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, obviously, we've touched on how family and friends react. How about, and obviously they love you and support what you're doing, with both of you, how is it in terms of just the general public? Do you find that people are a bit nervous about approaching you? For example, I know you went to book an appointment to get your legs waxed, and they wouldn't have you. Now, that might sound like a daft thing, but you heard similar things about the lady in Spain who had a similar situation. Her beautician ended up going into hospital. Is this something that's quite common? How do you deal with that?
I think it seems to be something common, and I just think, oh, well, I do understand, and I do. But we were chatting on the way here, and a question you asked me last time I was here was, you asked the audience, would anybody else do this job? And no one put their hands up. But we were chatting, we say, why wouldn't someone do our job? We feel privileged to do this work.
Do you know, and that's what makes both of you so incredibly special. Good luck with both of you.